Hi, we're the DeMont family.
I'm Teddy.
I'm Nancy. We have 4 children. Timmy, he's 11, 4-year-old triplets, Teddy, Milo, and Jada.
Stop hitting each other. It's total chaos.
Putting holes in the wall, throwing on the walls. They will destroy things.
We have 3 animals.
Look at these triplets. Triple the trouble.
I work as a police officer in Berkeley Township, New Jersey. I leave the house at 5:30 in the morning, and my wife, Nancy, has the kids all day.
I'm just so overwhelmed. Milo, what are you doing? Come on. Keeping track of the triplets does get difficult.
What is this? I mean, what about the safety?
As far as discipline goes, we've tried everything. We're trying to reason. We tried timeouts. Nobody sits timeouts for us. So because they don't listen in timeout, I started to lock them in the room.
How does that teach an effective timeout?
Dinner's in the oven.
I get home at 4:30, and then my wife, Nancy, she leaves to go to work at 5:30 at night, and I take over. Why are we knocking chairs over? It's a difficult change from going from my job, where I'm actually in control, to coming home having no control. Get down from there. It's tough to have 4-year-olds walk all over you. You're gonna sit down right here and finish your dinner.
I don't want that.
I'm just to that point where I just don't know what to do.
Boundaries, consequences, a warning.
Timmy's the older brother, and he should be able to have some of his alone time. And the triplets never give it to him.
Where God?
I would like to have some one-on-one time with Timmy. It is very difficult with the other 3. It's so exhausting that even when you get time to do something, you just don't want to do it.
It'd be nice to see this older boy spending some time with his parents. Must feel a little bit shortchanged, really, with the younger ones.
This isn't a family life, what we have right now. I told you not to play with these doors!
Every day is just so stressful.
No!
You wake up, seeing problems. What do you want to do? Every day just eats at you more and more and more.
I don't see my husband lasting that much longer. I mean, he's like at the end. Supernanny, we really need your help.
Sit tight, because Mum and Dad, I'm on my way. Hello. Hi. Hi. Pleased to meet you.
Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Pleasure.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, very well, thank you.
Good.
Pleasure to meet you. Hi, Teddy.
I had tons of anxiety. How many things she's gonna point out that I'm doing wrong? This is Timmy.
Hi, Timmy. How you doing? Good. Good.
This is Teddy.
Hi, Teddy. Nice to meet you. You want to shake my hand? No, you don't want to? Hi.
Jada.
She's like all quiet. Everyone's
This
quiet.
is Milo.
Hi. I'm going to sit. I'm going to watch. I'm going to take some mental notes. Most importantly, just get on with what you would do normally during the day. Straight away, Mum started to get the kids involved in some fun craft time.
Jada, are we gonna sit down and do this or what?
But it seemed like really nobody was having any fun.
Do you want to finish your picture, Jada?
Yeah.
Then take this off your fingers and stop touching it, and use the glue stick and make your picture.
What are you doing in there?
Well, we don't have the other circle. Are you gonna make your picture without it? Yes or no? Are you gonna make your picture without it? Yes or no? No? And that's it. We're done.
Help me, help me.
What's going on here? I mean, this is meant to be a creative outlet for the kids, and Mum's just getting more and more agitated.
Yes? Then make your picture.
What's stressing you out right now?
The listening. My kids don't listen to me.
It's funny that Mum claims that she loses patience with the kids because they don't listen to her, but in reality, she doesn't listen to them. All she does is yell. How does your anxiety come out?
When I get to my point, I lock them in their room. I put a lock on the outside, and they get to the point where they scream.
So Mum locks them in their room until they scream. How exactly is that teaching the kids right from wrong?
The things that go on in here, I feel like I'm going to have a breakdown.
Since craft time was over, Mum decided that she'd take the kids out to let off some steam. However, when I went out a few minutes later, Mum was nowhere to be seen. Where is the family?
Well, there's one.
Hi, where's Mum? Oh, you're digging a hole.
Let me go look for her.
This is a little bit concerning, to say the least. There are 2 kids that are not supervised, Mum's nowhere to be seen, and no one knows where Teddy's run off to.
Where is Teddy?
I don't know. Taylor's one is...
Did Mum not say where she was going? Come on, I mean, this is a joke. I mean, you've got a backyard, you've got a forest on one side and a road on another, and these kids are not being supervised.
Teddy!
I'd barely started my observation when Teddy, one of the triplets, went missing.
Where's Teddy? He's not back there.
Teddy!
Teddy's here!
There he is.
Now what's the problem?
What's the problem? You can't find one of your children. Your kids don't ask for permission to go outside, and when you are out with your kids, you're not supervising them. Come on, I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. Now that we had all the kids rounded up, we went back into the house where it was playtime, and I had a chance to see the triplets interact with their older brother, Timmy.
Timmy.
Remember you're 11? I've caught him a few times, like, looking to see if anybody's watching, because he like, tries to hurt him.
You know, it's difficult for a firstborn to accept any new addition into the family, let alone triplets. So I was really curious to see Dad's take on how he felt Timmy has actually dealt with this situation over the years.
Obviously, it all changed when the 3 came along. All the attention went from him having everything to him having very little.
Did you feel that?
Of course.
What do you think he's losing out with regards to what you can give him as a dad right now at this particular moment?
Well, he's losing out on a lot of quality time. A lot of little things. It's memories. Memories that you have, you know, that kind of stuff.
But that's emotional for you, because I can feel it here. You're feeling quite emotional about that. You really feel like you're not able to have that with him right now.
It's true. We've had a kind of rocky relationship. A lot of it's my own fault for not putting in more effort. Yeah, maybe you can help us out.
It's going to be really important for me to get Dad's relationship back on track with Timmy, because if we don't, the resentment's just going to get worse.
Mommy's gotta go, okay?
That evening, it was time for Mum to go off to work and leave the kids with Dad.
The one thing is like, they've been playing outside all day, and they're dirty. He doesn't do bath.
He doesn't do bath?
No.
Who does bath?
I only give him baths. He's never
I
given
don't do
anybody
baths.
a bath.
You don't do bath?
No,
He never has.
it's too stressful.
Stress? But it's all right for Mum to have to bath these kids before she goes off to work. What about a little bit of teamwork?
Bye, honey. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, good night, guys. I'll see you later.
Mum was barely out of the door when these kids started to kick off, and it just made me realise that Dad is way out of his depth.
Whoa, 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 what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this here? Come on. Now I'm chasing them, trying to grab one, pull the one, trying to grab the other one. It's very frustrating. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is this like this?
What is that?
I don't know, it's water.
It smells like pee-pees.
This is you peeing here. All right, get out of here. Get out. Stop. Stop it. Leave it alone.
I smell it, Dad.
No, get out of here. All right, no more throwing stuff. No more throwing stuff at each other. Come on.
I tell you, I felt dizzy watching this, Dad. I mean, he doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Certainly got me work cut out here.
Fire!
Timmy, what did I just say?
He just threw something at me.
Stop it.
Eventually, Dad just surrendered.
Time for bed. Let's go.
Quite frankly, I've seen enough, and I really do hope that Mum and Dad are ready for this, because tomorrow I'm putting law and order into this house. Hi.
Going into the meeting with Joe, I have a lot of anxiety. I don't really know what she's going to talk to us about.
You're both, as parents, feeling very helpless. You've got not double the trouble, but triple, right?
Yes.
I want to talk about safety because, you know, you should have locks on both your side and your front door so that your kids start to learn to ask permission to go out, and when they are, they're supervised. So they're not just running out. They've got used to doing that because they've had no follow-through with any kind of rules that have been put in place.
No.
You're pushovers, the pair of you, when it comes to your kids' behaviour. There is no discipline. There is no consequence. They're not being guided by the pair of you in your expectations of behaviour. Without rules, behaviour spirals out of control. You know that, Teddy. You deal with it every day.
That's true.
Why don't you both want a discipline? Because you don't do it.
It's not that we don't want to. We just, it is.
I do. I just don't do it the right way. I mean, I just put them in their room because they will not sit in a timeout for me.
Because you're not doing the timeout properly.
Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah, I'm not doing anything properly. That's why I just put a lock on the side of their door and...
You're frustrated, tired, and it's leading you to not have patience with the kids. Jada, with the crafts yesterday, didn't feel encouraged by you because you came to the table thinking it's going to be disaster. Not only are you shortchanging them, but you're shortchanging yourself. Just come to the table with a little bit more than what you're coming with right now. Because if you can give a little bit more, they'll give you a lot back.
It's true.
Let's talk about yourself and the kids, Ted, because I certainly see a lack of you really understanding what they need and just being able to manage them and have the afternoon with them.
Yes, I walk around aimless and confused, lost.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
You know, I have a stressful job, so I come home from that and I tend to be aloof, preoccupied, thinking about something bad happened or whatever. Yes.
You're dealing with high-level stress.
It's a difficult transition, you know, from going from that to, you know, it's hard.
It is, but you have to be able to realise that you can do what you can do when you're at work, and when you're home, you need to be able to focus on your home.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's talk about Timmy, because he is the eldest. Certainly, for a very long time, had been the apple of everybody's eye. Then along came three, not one, but three.
It's a lot.
It was hard on him.
He loves his brothers and sister, but what I see is resentment that's fueled by anger.
He is angry.
But he's also a boy that needs his father. He's a boy who needs a very positive role model. What do you really want with Timmy?
I want a normal father-son relationship. Doing things together, going places together.
I'm telling you right now that you can have that in a heartbeat. It will take work, but you can have that. Because Timmy wants it. Just doesn't know it right now. Because he's lived so long with not having it. Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
We are.
Yeah?
I'm ready for it.
All right, good. Safety's a really big issue in this house. I mean, these kids are used to just running in and out. And these parents don't know where these kids are. Ready! So before I started teaching in the house, I wanted to make sure that these kids couldn't get out of it. This side door, obviously, is one that they run out of, and the front door as well. So what we should do is put the lock, so at least if we're in the house, we know, especially with the size of this house, that once that's shut, that's shut. So we know they're in the house somewhere.
I've been wanting to do that for a while. Unfortunately, that door is quite expensive, and I didn't want to put a hole in it.
A hole in the door? What about losing one of your kids? You can't manage your kids. And the first and foremost priority is safety.
So I'm gonna start drilling a hole in the door.
Well, either that, mate, or you can be going down to police and trying to look for a missing child, one or the other. I'll tell you now, I know which option I'm looking for, prevention.
Killed me. If I didn't want to drill a hole in the doors, that's not something I want to do. That hurt.
You're still hurting, aren't you?
I'm happy that I'm going to stop from leaving the house. Not knowing that. Definitely.
No, you're hurting. The door.
The door
You're
hurts.
feeling it because the door hurts.
I just want to do something else.
Do do something else? I'll tell you what. Come on, then. I'll tell you to do something else. If Dad thought that putting a lock on the door was hard, oh, he's got another thing coming. See that black car there? Yeah, you see where I am?
Yes.
OK. If your kids get out the door because you ain't got the lock on, that's what you're going to be doing. Give me 10 of those. Run! Come on!
What?
Give me 10 back and forth to the car.
Run?
Yeah. 10. Move it! That's what you're going to be doing if your kids get out because you don't want to put a lock on that fancy door. 1. This is 2. Come on, 3.
I'm an old man.
And he looked at me like, you're going to cut me some slack here. And I was like, nope, another 1, and another 1, and another 1. Oh, you weren't running this slow in the academy. Come on!
Joe was proving a point, and the point came through loud and clear.
So, locks on the door, shall we take them off?
Oh, come on. Oh, my God.
With Dad now taking steps forward to making sure these kids can't get outside, I need Mum and Dad to restore some law and order inside. Rules. They need them. Because when you're able to give kids rules, they know where the boundaries are. So I had Mum and Dad come up with some rules that they thought would be really important for the kids.
No hitting or biting each other.
My other rule is a no-no.
Going outside.
Yeah.
And going to the street.
Yeah, exactly, for safety. We've established the rules, and it's really important now for these parents to be able to convey those rules to these little ones. They need to understand their parents have clear expectations of behaviour, and that if these rules are broke, then there'll be consequences.
See this? See all the green plates up there? These are the new rules of the house. No hitting or biting.
But as soon as Mum started to read out those rules to the kids, they made it very obvious that they just didn't want to hear it.
Okay, guys, so the next rule here is you guys are not allowed to run outside without Mommy or Daddy with you.
No, it isn't.
Another rule, you can't write on the walls.
You can ask Mummy and Daddy for crayons, and you'll be able to sit at the table. Sorry, what did you just say?
Stop talking!
No, I won't be stop talking.
Stop it!
No.
Don't. This is just him behaving this way because this is the first time that the adults in the house have stepped up and said, actually, we've got some expectations. And they haven't had that. So, of course, these guys automatically have started to react to what you guys are laying down here. Things are changing in this house, and these kids are going to put up some kind of a fight, which means that Mum and Dad, they've got to stand up strong together. This is going to be their timeout bench, and they'll either all be sitting on it or one of them will be sitting on it. If all 3 are in trouble, you can either discipline all 3 of them at the same time, or you can take turns. As long as it gets done and you follow through, then the discipline has happened for each child. I presented Mum and Dad with the steps of time out and to follow through with the sorries and the hugs and the kisses. These steps all have a purpose. So you can't jump from 1 to 5 or just go straight in at 2. You have to start at the top and work your way down.
We tried a timeout in the past, and they had never been receptive to timeouts. I could be wrong. It may work after we go through all these other steps. I'm hoping, but I just have my doubts.
Who did this?
I don't know.
The next afternoon, Mum realised that one of the rules had been broken, but she didn't know which triplet had done it. Okay, who did the black drawing?
I didn't.
Who did the purple one?
I did.
Okay, and who put the water on the floor?
I was. I know
Right.
that.
So did you do the drawing, though? Did you do that bit?
I didn't draw it and I didn't put a water on the
Okay.
floor.
Really? Obviously, the triplets weren't going to admit to anything, so I needed to use another tactic. I want a serious conversation. Okay, where do we draw? Do we draw on walls or do we draw on paper? Which is the right thing to do?
Paper.
Paper's the right thing to do. Do we lie to Jojo, Mummy and Daddy, or do we tell the truth? What's the right thing to do?
Choose.
Teddy, did you draw on the floor?
No.
No. Did you put the water, though, on the floor in the bathroom?
Yeah.
You did. Milo, did you draw on the floor?
Yeah.
You did. Jada, did you put water on the floor or draw on the floor? Which one did you do? You put the water on the floor. Jada, look at me. I am really happy that you told Jojo the truth. And that's really important, to tell the truth.
I never get the truth out of the kids. My mouth like freaking fell on the floor. I couldn't believe it.
But all three of you know that you're not allowed to draw on the floor, that you're not allowed to put water on the floor. That's breaking the rules. We all know the rules, okay? So this is what's going to happen. You all three are going to do timeout right now. Do you understand me? Okay, follow me, all three of you in timeout. Let's go. Come on, we know to do the right thing. You're here in timeout because you know you're not supposed to draw on the floor. It's not the right thing to do. Now you'll stay here. Let me set the timer, please. Tell me what you just learnt from what you've just watched. Why did they decide in the beginning not to tell me the truth and then to tell me the truth?
She didn't accuse them. She asked them
Correct.
their own opinion.
Exactly. What it does is encourages each one of your children to think about making the right decision. They start to think, their brains start to work, and that's what we want them to do as parents. We want them to think for themselves so that later on in life, they know what's right.
Joe really set the light bulb off in my head. I can get through these kids. We can get through these kids.
After the kids did their 4 minutes, I showed Mum and Dad how to finish a proper timeout. The reason why you were put on this bench is because you were breaking the rules. I need an apology, please, from all of you for breaking the rules. What do you say?
Mommy.
Thank you, Teddy. Thank you, Jada.
Mommy.
Thank you, Milo. Come here. Hugs and kiss. I want to give you hugs and kiss. I want to give you hugs and kiss. All right. I mean, let's face it, the penny's dropped now. These kids realise when they misbehave, there is discipline. It's up to Mum and Dad now to follow through.
You want orange salad dressing?
We want orange dressing, please, Mummy, okay? Please.
Milo, did you say that? No, you didn't.
I did!
Despite the rules and discipline that's in place, I noticed at dinner time that Dad was still allowing these kids to disrespect him.
I didn't hear it.
I did!
I just couldn't understand why this man, a police officer, no less, was allowing his kids to walk all over him. Ted, come with me for a moment, please. Until he starts demanding respect, he's not going to get nowhere. So, if you were on the street and somebody disrespected you, somebody come up to you and went, "You're a punk-ass policeman," what would you do?
I would start patting them down.
You wouldn't tolerate it.
No.
But in that house, you've got little kids who are shouting at you and you think that's okay. Where's your respect for yourself?
I'm just so used to it, I guess. I just, you know, you get to a point where you just...
I could see a glaze over Dad. It's like he wasn't really present with the conversation that was being said. I didn't understand why that was until I caught a whiff of his breath. How many beers or drinks did you have this afternoon?
Yeah, a couple of beers at lunch.
Ted, I can smell it on you, mate. I'm here to help you. But I've got you drinking while I'm trying to teach you. That ain't working for me, Ted. I know that Dad's under a lot of stress, but this is no excuse for him to go off and have a couple of beers while I'm there trying to help this family. I cannot help you if what you are going to do is sabotage this because you're going to go and have a drink somewhere and come back and be intoxicated where I can't even penetrate through to you, then I'm flogging a dead horse. Give me one reason why I don't walk out of this house right now and say, I'm not going to help you, because if you can't take yourself seriously, then why should I? Why should I take you seriously right now? You've got a wife in there right now who desperately needs help from me. You need my help.
Yes.
Your kids need the help.
Yes.
Give me one reason why I should still stay here, because there are thousands of families right now that would want me in their house helping them. Seriously, this is no good. Whatever right now is making you feel that you need to escape with what's going on, okay, we can get you help for, okay? I can get you help. I know Dad's under a lot of stress, but I simply cannot help him if he is not going to be 100% focused right now. Ted, I can't work with someone who's having a few pints.
It will not happen
Oh,
again.
well, I need a promise, Ted, because you know what?
You got my word. It will not happen again. I promise that. She's right. Absolutely. And while she's here and while she's helping my family, I'm going to give her what she wants.
I'm going to trust you on your word. Tomorrow's another day for us.
Absolutely.
And I want you to get a good night's sleep tonight so that you can learn from me. and that you can do your best. Let's go in. Dad promised me that he was going to step up, and I really do believe him. But I also understand that he's under a lot of stress, not just at home, but at work as well. So when everyone had a good night's sleep, I decided to talk to Dad about him getting some professional counselling for his stress. I've tracked down this number. It's the State Department of Personnel. As far as the job and its demands and being able to talk about that with professionals, I think would be really good for you.
When Joe gave me the number, I did call him up. My name is Ted Devon from Berkeley Township. I believe that it is a step in the right direction, and in my profession, I believe everybody should have somebody to talk to.
Got out there, you made the phone call. We'll wait for the people to call you back. It's a start. Glad you're doing it.
It's gonna take a lot of stress off of him and make him a better father, make him a better husband, and I'm very proud of him.
Timmy and Dad's relationship is strained, and what I need to do is bring them both together to make their relationship better. So I asked them both to sit down and write a list of activities that they would like to do together. So let's have a look at then what you got. Going to the movies, playing soccer, play baseball, swimming, fishing. Ted, you've got here, go outside and kick the soccer ball around, hang out, have pizzas and ice creams. I believe we should do is get this ball rolling. What do you think about that, Timmy? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Well, have a think and then tell me what you do know. Timmy was a little bit nervous to talk about his situation with his dad, which means that Dad's gonna have to move in and have this conversation with him first. He's feeling like he doesn't know how to be able to connect. What he won't do is come up to you and tell you how he's really feeling inside because he's too scared to do that.
Yes.
He doesn't know how you'll react. Just bring him in, father to son, and say, you know, I want to spend time with you. I just felt like we've been distant, and I love you very much.
A lot of it's my own fault for not putting in more effort. This is on me. I have to do it, and I want to do it. You know things are changing, right? As far as this stuff goes, with us spending some time together, we need to really start doing this.
Okay. I am hoping for my dad and me to do stuff in the future.
Yeah.
Dad's really making some positive moves forward. He's now getting professional help and he's making amends with Timmy. But the reality is, Dad needs to learn how to handle these triplets. Mum goes to work 4 nights a week and Dad's been palming off for 4 years. Mum doing bath time. We'll know more. Pajamas, towels, round up the troops, upstairs.
I'll be there, bubble bath for what?
Close door.
All right, come on, pants off when you get
All right,
Teddy.
get in. Now, what are you doing?
Pick it up for what?
We're gonna wash your hair.
Daddy?
Right, so now you can shampoo up this one.
You look like a rooster.
Use the washcloth.
Yeah.
You just wiped his nose and put snot all over his head again.
I did.
What's hurting?
My knees, my back, my head, my arms, my legs, my ankles. Oh, no, I'm all right.
Dad was a little bit overwhelmed, but I mean, overall, he did really well. And I just hope that he finds bath time more enjoyable so that he recognises this is a time when he can have fun with the kids.
I feel like I took a bath.
I am going away for several days. Not one of you, both of you have got to take turns in giving discipline. Safety of the house, got to have eyes at the back of your head.
Hopefully it goes really well and we follow through with everything that she's taught us so far.
Dad and Timmy time, that went really well today and I'd like to see more of that.
It's gonna be difficult, and we're gonna have to just get through it.
See you later.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
night.
The DeMott family have made a lot of progress, but they're not out of the woods yet. I know that when I'm gone for several days, that these triplets are going to test their parents, so I guess I'll get to see how they did when I get back. I've been away from the DeMott family now for several days, and yes, I am very keen to see how well they did without me.
I'm scared about watching this DVD with Joe. I hope I don't get yelled at.
Hi.
I'm sure that we've made a lot of mistakes, but it'll be a learning process.
Let's take a look at Dad and bath time.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, I'm not chasing you guys. This is just a wash down. Where's that soap at? Wash down your body. Wash down your bodies. Don't splash. Don't splash. Come on, who's getting out? All right, come on, it's time to calm down.
Tell me about bath time.
Trauma.
But you're saying it with a smile on your face. What's happening?
It's chaotic. You know, they want me to chase them. You know, they got no clothes on.
You know what? You did a good job. It is going to be chaotic, but embrace it. I mean, that's bath time.
Right now, it's new for them.
Yeah, it's new.
And it's new for you.
That's very new.
But manageable or not?
Oh, yes. I could do it.
Good. Let's take a look at Dad and Timmy.
Easy.
That's nice to see. You just hang out.
Yeah.
You've shown a willingness, you know, a commitment to actually carving that time out to spend with him. You bond and you build a relationship, and this was the beginning of that. So I'm really proud, actually, that you realise how important this is.
I feel that he is coming around, and so am I, of course.
I'm pleased to see it because you know what? He needs you. He really needs you. Right, let's take a look at awareness here.
Where is Milo? All of a sudden, he's gone. This is locked. Door's locked. He couldn't have got outside. Milo? He's not in there. I don't like you doing that. Don't hide.
Kid's gone missing.
It happens so often that it's like kind of like second nature.
You've got locks on the door, so you know that your kids are in the house. However, you still got to count heads. You've got to still know where your kids are.
Right.
Right? Mum and discipline.
Teddy, put that in here.
I want to play.
Teddy, the game is over right now. Please put that in here. I'm speaking to you. Put that in here. This is gonna be your warning. Now put this in the box or you go sit in timeout. All right, that's it. You need to listen to Mommy the first time. Being a good listener is part of our rules. Do you understand? Now sit here.
Now.
Teddy, Mommy put you in there because you weren't paying attention during the game. Do you understand? So tell Mommy you're sorry.
Sorry.
Give me a hug.
The looking away from you and the that's attitude. So that's what we need to nip in the bud there.
So what do you do at that point?
Time to look at you.
Before we even continue to talk, he has to make eye contact.
Yeah. And it's your firm voice. I said, look at me right now. I'm talking to you. You're in timeout.
Okay.
You've done a good job compared to where you were when I first arrived, but we're not out the woods yet. I do want to work on discipline, so we're ready to do some more work.
Yes.
Okay? But get cracking then. Today, Teddy's going to follow through with seeing the professional counsellor so that he can leave that stress at work where it belongs. I want to get some games for you guys. I think we should just kind of play in here. With Dad gone, it gave me a wonderful opportunity to have playtime with Mum and the kids where they would all enjoy it, which is something that Mum used to struggle with in the past.
Are you gonna make your picture without it, yes or no?
So, who's ready to have some fun?
Me.
Me.
Right? All of us. Yeah, thank you very much, Teddy. We heard you. Hi, Timmy. Want to play? Sure. 4 kids, 4 buckets.
This is gonna be your bush, Milo, the blueberry. Teddy, you're gonna have the apple tree. We were playing for maybe not even 5 minutes, and Teddy didn't want to listen, just being disruptive.
Teddy, put it back.
There's something.
You know what, Teddy? Teddy, Look
straight
at
away.
me, please. If you can't play the game, Teddy, look at me while I'm speaking to you, please. If you can.
You see that? You see that?
He's laughing.
Yeah, he thinks that he can behave this way and get away with it. Nuh-uh. Not happening.
Joe said, just don't tolerate that. He goes right into timeout, so that's what I did. Look at me. We're playing a game and you're fooling around. Now sit down and you're going in timeout.
No.
You put Teddy down in the chair, he wants to stand back up, just wants to be defiant.
Don't even worry about that. Okay, come back over here and set your alarm.
Teddy tried to provoke Mum.
Just push it back.
But she kept her cool, and he did his 4 minutes.
Teddy, do you understand why I put you here?
Firm voice.
Because you weren't paying attention to Mommy while we were playing the game. Do you understand? Tell Mommy you're sorry.
Sorry.
Give me a hug. Would you like to play the game now? Okay, go sit inside in front of your bush.
Now that Teddy knew that his mum meant business, he stopped playing rebel and just started to play.
All right, come on
There you
then,
go, Teddy boy.
Teddy.
2.
2
Teddy's
apples.
The techniques that Joe showed me will definitely help. Like anything else, after a while, it'll just get easier.
I got 1.
Got 1. All right,
Put one
Teddy,
in there.
attaboy. Put your apple in the bucket.
Okay.
Later on, Teddy got back from his therapy appointment, and I was really excited to see how he got on, as was Mum.
What happened today when you went?
I just told him what was going on here, and it was a real good experience.
So do you feel committed that it's a place that you're going to go to every week and talk to him and feel comfortable going
Yes, I'm gonna do it on a regular basis. This is just a beginning. Of course, there's a lot to talk about.
there? It's a start.
Yes, it is. We're headed in the right direction.
Yeah, we are. I'm very proud of Teddy in taking that step forward today and going and speaking with someone because it's really going to help him out.
As far as going to talk to somebody, she's been asking me for a while now. That really made her happy.
It's what's necessary. You know, everybody needs to reach out every now and then at some stage in their life. You've got each other as well, and that's what's important with every.
Talk to somebody. She's been asking me for a while now. That really made her happy.
It's what's necessary. You know, everybody needs to reach out every now and then at some stage in their life. You've got each other as well, and that's what's important with everything that you're learning here together.
This was a really big step for Dad. It's not easy to ask for help at times, but I think he realised how much he needed this and his family. I'm really proud of him.
Keep it out.
We will.
Well, I want lots of cuddles because I'm going now, so I want to say goodbye. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Ah!
Bye, Jojo.
You behave yourself, all right?
Thank you, Joe, for giving me and my dad a chance to actually bond with each other.
I'll never forget you.
I won't forget you either.
Saying goodbye to Joe was very difficult.
Hey, big man.
I feel like Joe has left us in a very good place. She has taught us so much.
Hey, you're welcome.
I know from here on in, my family's going to be a lot different.
Take care.